Let's start with Volterra.
Okay.
So
great.
for those of you who don't know Volterra, which a lot of people don't, Tego, even a lot of people in the real estate community, Volterra is probably a 15-year-old community or less.
Yeah.
It's right next to Kirtland Air Force Base, sort of between the Air Force Base and Four Hills. So it's at the very south end of Juan Tabo,
Yep.
south of I-40. If you just dead end on Juan Tabo, you'll end up in the Volterra neighborhood. And Volterra was a major structural problem because there's a huge arroyo where the land sits, and it was basically inaccessible for many years. And a big bridge went in over the arroyo and made all of that land available for development. And a lot of different builders built homes in there. There's D.R. Horton, Rachel Matthews, Twilight, Pulte, LGI, a variety of builders.
Yes.
Stillbrook, probably. Anyway, it's at the very south end of Juan Tabo, next to Kirtland Air Force Base, and they are still building new homes there. So it is an opportunity. If you're looking for new construction, give us a call. We can help you source out what's available there from the different builders. What's interesting, so, a lot of people are moving here and they want to be close to the national labs, all of the affiliates to the Air Force Base, that Sandia National Labs, and all the different businesses, because there are a lot of jobs right there. And they want to be close. So Volterra has been a great option. And we see quite a bit of movement there from people coming and going for the Air Force Base. What I know is there's some people who love it because there's a bike trail where you can kind of get, without having to go back out to Central, you can take a bike trail if you work on base that you can get there to the gates.
I did not know that. That's cool.
Yeah. I haven't ever seen it, but I've had clients who specifically told me that's how they get to work. So I know you still have to get to a main gate, but they probably go through an arroyo or something to get over that way.
Well, Tejeras Arroyo is the big arroyo that comes down, between Four Hills and this community and like the interstate, right?
Right.
Or central, you will. And that's a huge arroyo. So there's a bunch of open space over there as well for people to go and explore and walk and do what they want to do. Yeah.
I'm not sure what's allowed there, Tego, versus what people do there, but I do see some off-road tracks.
You're going to couch that so I don't say something and gets us in trouble.
Yeah.
So, well, the guys on the radio said we could go ride motorcycles down there. It's like, no, we're not saying that.
Yeah, it's not necessarily allowed, but I have seen people with their dogs off leash running, and it's great, which gets them more exercise probably.
Of course.
Anyway, so Volterra.
Yep.
So right now there are 23 houses for sale in Volterra as we speak. Mm-hmm. Not all new construction. Some are new construction. Some are resale homes. And they actually call us this minute if you're looking for a $205,000 house in Volterra, because one came on the market today and it'll probably sell for well over $205,000. It looks great. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, a well-done backyard. It's got a separate area fenced off for like a pet run. It's got a large covered patio that was obviously added after it was built. But it's a small house. It's just over 1,100 square feet, but it's a great size.
Well, it's interesting you say that $200,000 price point. I was having a conversation with some people from the association today, and we were just talking about one of the big challenges in our real estate market. And there's a lot of different challenges right now, but one of them is the price point affordability, not necessarily overall affordability, but just from a price point standpoint.
Right.
And I looked, as of today, there are 36 homes for sale in the greater just Albuquerque area, $200,000 and below, that are available. And honestly, half of those are not so hot, in not great condition. And so it's interesting that $200,000 price point is becoming really a endangered species in our market.
It's sort of that purple unicorn.
Yeah.
So once we go above that 205, the next price is 260, and there's a couple of them, and those are actually attached townhomes, not single family. The 205 is a single family home, and it's priced that way because it's 1,100 square feet, 1,135. However, I'm sure it'll sell for more. If you're interested, give us a call right away, 448-8888, and we can get you in to see it. They will be allowing showings this weekend, and I'm sure it'll be off the market on Monday. The other thing that's interesting, Tego, is of those 23 homes, the high price is $540,000. So it's a pretty big spread in Volterra.
That is.
And what we know is originally there was some estate type lots that are bigger. Custom builders picked up, like Rachel Matthews did a lot of them, and they had that great floor plan in there. They don't have any right now that I'm aware of, but it was floor plan where they had like a separate casita sort of incorporated into that floor plan. So really nice variety of what you can get in Volterra. Right now there are 55 homes in pending sale in Volterra. So there's 23 on the market, 55 in pending sale. The average days on market of those houses was 26 days on market. So we know some of the higher priced homes might have taken a little bit longer. Also, what's kind of skewing days on market in there is that some of them are new construction that aren't really done yet. They put them on. They're not really finished. People like to wait and be able to walk through a house. So it's skewing it from what our market really is.
Because they'll put it in the MLS as, available, and the days on market starts counting, except the home really isn't finished yet. So it's actually a conversation we've had at the MLS on how to deal with that. So, overall in our market, days on market right now is, I think it was 21 days for February. So it's right in there where what we're seeing. And we know, Tracy, homes are selling very fast in our market right now.
A lot of them are. So the average sale price in the last of the houses that are in pending sale is $332,600. Of the 188 houses that sold in there in the last year, the average was $312,000.
Got it.
So
okay. Well, it's interesting. So that was, if you're just joining us, we were talking about the Volterra community, which is south on Juan Tabo, past Tijeras Arroyo, and you're there, and it does back up to the Four Hills community, which a lot of people are familiar with.
Four Hills community is on the east side of it.
Yeah.
And Kirtland Air Force Base on the west. So if you're interested in knowing more about Volterra, give us a ring. We'd be happy to show you homes there.
Great.